We have 7 brand new, ridiculous units here in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator for you to take a look at. The first of which is a guy called Poseidon Trident. I love that orb. Is he a healer or is he a damage dealer? That's a big question. The next one is this guy right here, the artillery tanker. He seems ready for combat. This guy can't even see over the top of it, but you know it's going to deal some insane damage. After that, we're going to take a look at something called the new stoner. I'm not sure what he does. I mean, clearly he has a bow in his hands, and he seems to be a king. Well, what kind of damage can he toss? After him, we have this guy. Look at him. He's just a dude holding an apple. What could he be? I'm not going to tell you. You have to wait and see, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. After him, we have this guy right here. His name is the Creep. He's pretty creepy looking. Can't wait to see what he does. I almost forgot our 6th unit. This gentleman right here. Take a look at that outfit. Again, take a look at the apple. What does the apple do? Why are you holding an apple? That's the question. And finally, this creation, this god-awful creation that evolution has dictated he needed wings. It's a flying mammoth holding on to staves. His name is the Flying Meat, and you wait until you see what this bad boy can do. Let's start things off with the Poseidon Trident, and I'm sticking with slow motion because this guy does some crazy things. Look at that chain lightning effect, wiping out almost half of that army. That is intense, and it's beautiful, and it's not just chain lightning. There's also arrows in there. It's lightning and arrows coming out of this staff. He is no healer. He is an insane damage dealer. An army wiping god Poseidon. Now, if we think back in history, Poseidon didn't actually shoot lightning. Poseidon was the water god. So why does this guy do lightning? I don't know. I thought he was really cool looking. It's just amazing to watch these attacks completely wipe out armies. Watch this, watch this. From the perspective of these guys. Oh my god. Yes. Let's go. These poor boys didn't even stand a chance. Next on our list, we have the artillery tanker, who is glitching and jumping around like crazy. It seems like this really big tabs unit can't aim this poor thing, this poor Huacha. And yet, he's able to do some damage. He's more of like a random crazy firing thing. Look at him shooting in every direction. But the problem is, now the hobbits are getting in, but look at the explosions. Look at the hobbits go flying. This is so cool. I love ridiculous units. I love insane, overpowered, over-the-top things. Simple units are kind of dull. These kind of guys, this is where the fun is at. And at full speed, he's just not powerful enough to take on the hobbits. He has an aiming problem. Look at his Huacha come apart. You can see all the parts of it. And this hobbit right here is having the time of his life right now. Everyone say hello to the new stoner. Look at those arrows going in, and look at how much damage that did. This guy is something special. Look at the number of arrows. Look at those sheer amount of arrows. He has like a compact laser beam shotgun blast of arrows. It comes out, it expands, and then it impacts, and just look at the amount of arrows. That's what I wanted to show you. It's just like not so effective against smaller, massive armies, but against a big giant, which we'll check out after this, it's much more effective. But here's the problem with our new, oh my god, he went blasting off like Team Rocket. The problem with our new stoner, as you can see, is the armies can slowly creep up on him. He doesn't have the damage, the rate of fire, the cone of damage. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Did you have a secret attack hiding up your belt? How did you do that? Do that again. Give us that big old conal attack. You gonna take a shot? I have a funny feeling that our new stoner is not so good against massive armies. Let's test him against one big enemy, or a bunch of big enemies. Can the new stoner one-shot an ice giant? Okay, that was pretty simple. We'll give him that. How many arrows do you think that is? Do you think that's like 200 arrows? Do you think that's like 300 arrows? This guy is called the Creep, and he's going against this Viking army. Look at that massive shot. Dives underneath the berserkers, charges the enemy lines, gets pushed by the Valkyrie, gets absolutely moved by them, but he's able to point blank send things flying. Where did he even go? Guys, I've lost him. I've lost the unit. I don't know what happened to him. Did he fall through the map? Is he dead? Yeah, he fell through the map. We need a mulligan on that one. So as you can see, these shots are very powerful. They impact the ground and then go in opposite directions, send the longship flying off the map. He does have a very fast rate of fire, and they're very laser-focused shots. Boom, there he is in the sky up over the trees. It's like he's shooting javelin blasts of lightning that send his enemies flying. Look at that. And, oh, he's in the sky. He's in, where'd he go? Nope, he fell off the map again. There he is. You're a powerful unit, but you lack some control. Now you're taking a look at the bomber. This guy goes into the sky. Oh, those fireworks might be a bit of a problem. So there's a little apple. See the apple he dropped? That's kind of interesting. What is that apple going to do? Isn't that the real question? The samurai unknowingly approach the apple and boom! Take a look at what just happened. Let me zoom out and show you, just in case you didn't quite get the scale. Do you see what happened? No? Let me show you what happened. Look in this direction. Look at all these units. Those are the individual samurai and archers and all the things. See that big stretch of something? That was a person. The bomber blasted whatever this was into oblivion to the point of stretching it out. In fact, I think that was one of the dragon units. And in fact, I think this also was one of the dragon units. Look at how contorted that monk is. This poor Monkey King, his neck is broken. This is just disgusting. The amount of power these explosions can have here in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. We've moved the simulation map to test this unit. This is called the Nuker. And the Nuker is going to throw that apple at just over 300 hobbits. Now, we saw what the bomber can do. So we moved out to the simulation map to make sure that this Nuker has plenty of room to do his work. I'm curious to see just how big of an explosion this is going to do, and if we're able to knock out all 300 plus hobbits in one shot, including whatever that hobbit is. I saw you in the crowd. You are a big boy, Mr. Hobbit. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Start the slow-mo just like that. The camera shake singled the slow-mo start. The hobbits are closing in. There is the apple. I'm gonna zoom out. Apple knocked over the one hobbit. Boom. Oh my God. What just happened? There are hobbits in every direction. A cone of hobbits flying through the sky around the map in a perfect circular formation, emanating from the center of the explosion. A half moon of flying hobbits, 300 into the sky. Just what? So we're now closer to 500 hobbits. I've stretched them out in every direction. I want to see the explosion radius of this device. Just how powerful of a boom can we get and how far can it reach? Here we go. 500 hobbits, 500 halflings. The apple goes in. I'm going to zoom out. I want to see the explosion from like a distance. Zooming out. Boom. There it goes. Hit all of them. There's our red friend. Hey there, little red friend. How you doing? You are still alive. You're contorted into a disaster of a human being, but you're still alive. And in the distance, you can just barely make out every single hobbit. We need to test the maximum range of this explosion. For the sake of science, I have put hobbits way over there on the left and way over there on the right. I want to see if the bomb can actually reach that distance. I'm not sure if it can. I think there's a maximum range. Now, I'm on slow-mo. You can see my computer chugging, trying to make this work. I'm going to go to even more slow-mo. This is maximum slow motion. I want to see this explosion. I want to actually visualize the explosion if possible. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's like an instant kind of boom. But we're on maximum slow motion, just biding our time, waiting for the moment when that apple decides to just go. I'm going to zoom out. Oh, there it goes. Red Vic. What? How is that a red victory? How are these units dead? Did they die before the explosion even reached them? Even these ones over here. Because I was at maximum slow-mo, did it give the computer, my CPU, enough time to actually register the fact that they died instantly before the knockback occurred, before the explosion animation? Let's go inside the explosion. Boom. Look, they haven't even moved. They're all dead, and they haven't even moved. This guy is called Flying Meat. I so desperately wanted to show you this. I was looking through the mods, and I saw this guy, and he was the entire reason I picked this mod to show you today. I wanted to see what a Flying Mammoth with staves could do. So here we go. Flying Mammoth in 3, 2, 1, go. Super slow-mo activated because, and he shoots into the sky, flying as he rains down arrows from above. Is a flying mammoth that shoots firework arrows out of his healing staves. Because, you know, in the world of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, that's how we do things. Raining death from above with a flying mammoth. That's everything I've ever wanted in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Which isn't entirely true. I want to see an energy blast so I can make a true Goku. One of the things I really want to see, but a flying mammoth. Now I've seen everything.